Dear Honorable Principals, Head of Schools and members, it is an honor for me to stand before this gathering of distinguished educators and leaders today. I would like to thank you for the invitation to speak at this meeting. I will start my speech with something that lies at the heart of everything we do: leadership. We as principals has an immense responsibility for shaping our schools, teachers, and the future of our students. As Warren Bennis once said, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. We need to be reminded that our job as principals is not all about control. It is more about overseeing the operations of the school. Sabir, in his study, mentioned that true leaders oversee their teams, take initiative, and trust their followers to perform their jobs efficiently and independently. As school leaders, we are the drivers who can empower and transform the school community towards success. I have asked myself, how can we as school leaders shape and mold our vision and bring our school to success? One of the answers must be through effective leadership. Today, let us talk about the role and significance of effective leadership. Following that, I would like to present how I successfully enhanced teaching and learning outcome in my school based on the framework from Weber's model of instructional leadership. First, let us understand why effective leadership plays an important role. I will point out three major reasons: quality, environment, and innovation. When we, as the head of the school, engage with teachers in mentoring and providing instructional practices and feedback, this will result in the improvement of teaching quality and indirectly support student learning. As we support our teachers and set expectations for them, we create an environment where the learning culture is always at its best for them to thrive. This also helps promote development and innovative culture within both teachers and students. Now, what is Weber's model of instructional leadership about? What is the approach for us to apply in our school? In Weber's model, 5 core dimensions define strong and effective school leadership. First and foremost, it is to establish a clear school mission and vision for excellence. Let me share with you how I applied this in my school. I still recall the first day of my work as a principal of the school. The first thing that came to my notice was the lack of depth with which the mission and vision of the school were instilled within the members of the school community. I can see through the ways the teachers worked independently that the lack of motivation has affected the school's growth. Morgan and Garrick, in their study, have highlighted that a holistic vision is one of the most essential components in embedding education for sustainable development within school cultures. Thus, I initiated a few sessions in which teachers sat down together and communicate the mission and the vision of the school. We set and aligned our goals to improve both academic and character development. With collaboration and by sharing the same mission, I can see how the teacher's mindset has shifted as they feel more focused and more engaged in teaching and learning. The second principle of Weber's model is to manage instructional program. ensuring the quality of curriculum delivery. I realized that most of the teachers in my school were relying on traditional teaching methods, causing the classroom environment to be teacher-centered, not student-centered. As a result, the students do not engage well in class, leading to poor performance. Concerning this, I have assigned a task to the senior leadership team to do regular classroom visits so that we can observe and advise the teachers accordingly. Nasir in his research has found that consistent feedback provides insights for teachers to reflect more deeply on their own teaching approach. Therefore, the feedback from learning visits is discussed together to pinpoint gaps in learning and areas for further improvement. This collaboration among teachers has also helped them share best practices and make adjustments to improve student learning outcomes. In a year, we were already able to observe a percentage increase in the overall performance of our students. With these practices, teachers also turn out to be more reflective and willing to try out different teaching methods for their lessons. The third principle of Weber's model is to promote a positive school environment. Well-being and engagement are important for both teachers and students. As motivation, I have implemented various boosting programs such as recognition and counseling programs to keep their spirits high. By publicly recognizing students and teachers' diligence during school events, they gained more encouragement toward participation and were excited for more involvement. I supported student-initiated school projects as well as active learning and the development of the leadership of all students. This is aligned with findings by Starcheck, which describe the practice of recognition programs and student-led initiatives that help in developing students' engagement and creating a positive school atmosphere. The setting of high expectation is another key principle of Weber's model, targeted for both students and teachers. For students, this model is significant not only for well-performing learners but also for low-achieving learners. We often find teachers giving more challenges to good students while the poor learners are left out. This is one example of a scenario that needs to be changed. Yeager and Dweck explored in their research the growth mindset and its application in education, stating that a growth mindset by educators will enhance expectation for all students, leading to a well-rounded learning opportunities. My first initiatives with the teachers to meet this were analyzing the learning visit feedback and identifying struggling learners. I then started the growth mindset training for the teachers as a way to transform them into believing in each student's potential and raising their bar. Then a personalized goal for the students was set up. When there are higher expectations for both teachers and students, they will be more determined to reach their maximum potential. The last principle in Weber's model is the investment in professional development for our teachers. Investing in our teachers is one of the top priorities because they represent the heart of the school community. Al-Wali have proven in their study that investment in teachers will continue to provide further development for them and also in student success. This investment will lead to higher staff retention and satisfaction, and further reflect on the effective leadership skills of the school. As learning is a lifelong journey, I tried to include in my plans for the teachers' training more workshops that would encourage them to upgrade their skills of teaching. I have also invested in a few external trainers to come and share some of the latest and most innovative teaching skills with our teachers. Over time, these efforts will heavily influence our students' success. Before I end my speech, there are a few takeaways that I would like to highlight based on 5 principles of Weber's model of instructional leadership. First, effective leadership need to start with a clear and unified mission to make sure we are working on a common goal, which is the growth of the school. As school leaders, we have a great task, and therefore we are not only administrators and should not be limited to policies alone, but we shape teaching and learning instruction. Based on the findings from Robinson, the more leaders focus their relationship and work on teaching and learning, the greater their influence on student learning outcome. Therefore, we should focus our attention, expectations, and appreciation on our teachers and students so that they can perform and grow better. With that, dear colleagues, I would like to urge each one of us to reflect on our leadership approach. Are we actively shaping instructions and setting high expectations for our teachers and students? Did we manage to foster a positive school culture so far? Remember, leadership is not just about title and bureaucracy. We have in our hands the power to inspire our teachers and to take part in the future of our students. Let us lead the way in changing our school and making a difference in the lives of our future generations. Thank you all for listening with patience to my sharing, and I hope we keep up the good work of shaping the future of education. Thank you.